The other worlds, Brahma, continued. Now I wish to enter into the plane or space of infinite consciousness. Hence, I have manifested this dissolution, which signals the cosmic dissolution. This is the end. Brahma is no longer going to support the creation. Hence, there is this dispassion in us. When I abandon the cosmic mind and merge in the infinite consciousness, the destruction of all vasanas, notions, etc., is certain. Brahma is now entering into his resolve to remain in the infinite consciousness. Hence, this woman, who is the embodied vasana, has become dispassionate and follows me. This was how she met Vasishta. She had stopped longing for her husband. Her desires had worn themselves out, and now all she wanted was liberation. Now the world cycle comes to an end, and with it the end of the gods. This is also the moment of cosmic dissolution. It is the end of my own conditioning, vasana, and the utter transmutation of the body into space. Therefore this vasana is about to perish. The desire for liberation arises in the vasana for no apparent reason. That is how vasana finds its own destruction. I suppose you could say they wear themselves out in the end. All your longings, all your desires, they're either satisfied or you give up on them. She had undertaken the practice of meditation, etc., but could not realize the self. She then saw the world in which you, the enlightened sage, lived. She developed yogic powers and managed to leave the confines of her own world. At that time she even saw the cornerstone of this, my creation. It was a rock. This cornerstone of creation can only be perceived when the mind is ready to abandon perception of diversity, not while it is bound to such perception. There are countless worlds, within all these objects and elements at all times, as if in this rock. Its appearance as the world is of course an illusion, for it is pure consciousness. This illusory vision of the world vanishes for one who has understood its true nature, but it continues to exist in the eyes of others. At some point, the dreamlike nature of everything which we understand as physical reality becomes apparent, and we can then let go of it. By the previous practice of concentration, meditation, etc., she had gained dispassion. That's the vasana. Then in order to gain self-knowledge, she sought you. So you could argue then that the spiritual seeker is one who's developing dispassion if things are going well. Thus it is the power of the infinite consciousness alone that exists here as the impassable, illusory power or maya. It's described here as impassable. I suppose it's because you can never get beyond it. All you can do is leave it behind or wake up from it. This power, that's the power of Maya, is beginningless, endless and imperishable. Time, space, matter, motion, mind, intellect, etc. are but parts of the consciousness, like parts of the rock. They're all particular modes of consciousness. The infinite consciousness alone exists as the rock of consciousness. Its limbs are the worlds. This mass of consciousness thinks of itself as the world. Though it is beginningless and endless, it thinks it has a beginning and an end. Thus it seems to become. This mass of consciousness is formless. It assumes the form of a rock. There are no rivers here. There is no revolving wheel, nor matter undergoing change and transformation. All these are but appearances in the space or plane of infinite consciousness, the cidambaram. It's a stream of experiencing. Just as in the cosmic space there appears to exist a space called house and another called a pot, though surely space is indivisible and the existence of the space within the house does not diminish the total space, all these worlds seem to exist in the infinite, which is indivisible and which does not undergo any diminution thereby. I find the best way is to think in terms of dreams. How much space does a dream take up? According to our present understanding, it's all going on in our head, which isn't much bigger than a rock. We create whole universes every night inside this rock, inside our head. It's all going on. It's all going on. It's the same mechanism at work right now during what we consider our wakefulness. So Brahman, the creator, and we can think of our own situation here, our mind is busily creating all the time, has decided to stop. He is going to turn his attention back to itself, and it's going to be unshakable. He's not going to come back out. And this precipitates the cosmic dissolution.